Maryland today and for tomorrow. Let's talk about the team down in College Park, the Terps, and also there's another team, it's a local team around here. We got a lot of good local teams in Towson and Morgan State. So what do you think about first the Terrapins down in College Park? Can they hang in the Big Ten? I feel like my opinion is I think they should go back to the ACC because I think that's where they were better in football. Basketball, they're good in basketball. Keep them in the Big Ten.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because there are times when all of us, when we just go to the default of what our brains say that we should know, and it's always Maryland ACC. I think a lot of people still, like when you think Nebraska, you're like, wait, they're a Big 12 team. Well, no, they're not. They're a Big 10 team. And so there are a lot of schools out there regionally that you just connect them to what we knew growing up. But look, I've always been a big Mike Locksley fan. I think he's a really, really good head coach. I think he's got a good offensive acumen, and I think he understands it's a tough job at Maryland, but there's also a lot of talent in the DMV where you can bring guys in and build something there. And so it's just unfortunate that you have a conference now that spans all the way here to Maryland out in Eugene, Oregon as well. And so I've always thought that if you could find the right backing and support for Locksley and what he can do offensively, you can put together a really, really talented team that's going to give people a lot of problems. And so I think he's entering year 7. I know people probably would have liked a lot more out of it since he started. I know they had a down year a year ago. Yeah. But, again, there's talent in this area, and if he finds a way to do that, hit the portal with what he can do with a quarterback, Maryland's always going to be one of those teams, and if you're one of the bigger schools in the Big Ten, you probably don't want to face them with something on the line.
Yeah, you got to do like the page like the old Miami Hurricanes back in the early 80s. Stay in home and make it state of Maryland. You get all the good Maryland players.
Right.
Because it seemed like they all go to like Ohio State or Penn State or, Florida State gets some of the kids from Maryland. Like, if you're Locksley, try to recruit people around here in Harford County and Baltimore County, all these good little schools, like high schools, keep it in the state and you can actually be successful.
Well, it's there, and that's kind of like the analysis. Same with kind of Rutgers.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of talent that Schiano can get in that tri-state area that most people don't know about, or one of the big SEC schools or something in the Big Ten will just go in and pluck one here and there. But it's kind of a similar situation. If you really mine your local area, you could field a lot of talent.